are going to make a special roll we call the Seven Samurai roll. This roll has a wonderful variety of fish, with red tuna and sriracha inside, and salmon, yellowtail, shrimp, scallop, freshwater eel, and albacore on top, garnished with some scallions and a chive. We're going to start with a half sheet of nori on the cutting board. With the rough side facing up, we're going to dampen our hands before we take roughly 150 grams of sushi rice and lightly pack it into a ball. We're going to take the sushi rice and spread it across the nori. And we want to spread the sushi rice evenly and to cover the nori entirely. We also don't want to apply too much pressure to the rice. Don't want to mash the rice. Once we've distributed the rice evenly, we can flip the nori over. We're just going to put a line of hot sauce across the center of the nori here before we apply our tuna. We'll take our red tuna and just place it right across the center here. We want to make sure that the tuna is distributed evenly inside of the roll. Now we're going to wrap this roll up. We're going to take our thumbs under the nori, the side closest to us, and wrap it over the top of the tuna. We're going to make sure it's nice and tight. And then we're going to continue to roll until the far side of the nori is at the bottom. Now at this point, for this roll, we're going to cut it before we put the fish on top and then press it with the makisu. And since we have 6 slices of different types of fish that are going to go on top of this roll, we're going to cut it into 6 pieces first. We'll start by cutting it directly in half. Going to take these sections and overlap them, and then we'll cut the sections into thirds. Also leave this with 6 equal pieces. One thing to note is naturally the ends are not going to look as good as a clean cut side, so we're gonna take these end pieces and flip them around so we have a nice clean cut side that's visible on the end. And then we'll take our fish we're gonna put on top. We'll lay them here. One thing to note is that we're gonna place them according to color so that we don't have similar colors right next to each other. Give it a nice contrast. And once we've placed all our fish on top, we're going to take a small amount of plastic wrap and just cover the top before we press it. We're going to take our makisu. We're going to press this roll to shape it. We're going to apply pressure slightly downward and then in at the base of the roll. We also want to move the makisu over and just apply a small amount of pressure to the ends of each roll just to kind of form any rice that may be loose, form to the roll. For this particular roll, we're not going to be putting it directly onto the plate. Before we do that, we're going to put a bamboo leaf down for a little extra flair. And we'll take our roll, instead of separating the pieces, also for this particular roll, we're just going to be plating it straight on the plate from corner to corner here, diagonally. And we're going to also apply a small amount of unagi sauce to the unagi here. Just a little dab. Also want a small amount of sesame seeds on this unagi piece. Then we're going to sprinkle some green onions over the top of the rest of the roll. After we sprinkle some scallions on top, our final touch is going to be a chive laying across the front of the roll here. And this is to sort of signify like a sword or a katana laying across the front here. And here's our completed 7 samurai roll.